Welcome back. I am showing you my map today. I made it today, and I put a lot of time and effort into it, so if you don't mind, I'd like you to take a look. So first, we're going to start with the highest point. There's three things you can do up here, grinding being the last of the three, if you can grind that long. I have my cheats on, so I can. But, you know, you can do that, the big drop, as it were. And then I'm gonna ride back up there and show you what else you can do. That rail, by the way, it wasn't meant to be like it was meant to like this ramp wasn't meant to be. That rail was meant to be the only way to get up there, but you can't grind upwards at that angle, so you know. But let me show you two other things. Well, the other thing you can do is manual. Obviously, I'm just really good at manualing, so. I recommend playing these maps with cheats just because it's funner that way. Alright, back up. I wish you could change the speed of your character. But you can't. You can only change the size of your character and fuck with the balance. You can also make them not bail, which is kind of weird. I've done that before. Alright, so, and then you can grind. Now, going that way leads nowhere. But if you go this way, it leads you to something. Something that's broken because of that fucking ramp that I had built. But I call it the stacking pools, because it's exactly what it sounds like. Now here's the issue. It doesn't like to come up over here, so I kind of had to force that. And boom, brings you into here. Then boom, brings you into here. And then this place looks familiar, right? So that's that. There's a kicker over here. I think I mentioned that. I'm not exactly sure. You can make that jump. Hold on. Here we go. I promise you can make that jump. It's just that because I'm making a video, this game likes to fuck up. It likes to make it so that I can't do everything perfectly the first try, like grinding that. Alright, so this is kind of like a little secret area, in keeping with Tony Hawk's love for secret areas. I can't fucking get out. Jesus, alright. This is remnants of how I used to get up there, using a series of transfers. However, it's not as efficient, and the amount of walls I had to use kind of used up most of the materials, so I got rid of it so that I could do more stuff. But I decided to keep this because it's kind of like, you know, you kind of have to work your way. Also, you can just do this to get out of it. At the end of it, it's just a half pipe. It's not that serious. It's a little baby half pipe too, at that. So, and then here is just a nice little series of half pipes. The idea here was to build something that's kind of like the half pipe that Tony Hawk has, with like a piece of wood over that empty area, but I couldn't, so I just put a rail there. And then on the other side, there's also a rail, but it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more outlandish. So there's that. And up here, it's kind of like a little area just to hit the pool. Get a little combo. And then look at the green. You know, enjoy nature, touch grass and all that. And then over here, there's actually something that's based on real life. It's a skate spot. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's a skate spot that's at a school, and it's got steps. It used to have 4 big steps, but now it only has 3 because the school did construction. But people still use this skate spot. Let me get a better shot of it so you can kind of see it. Yeah. That's my attempt to recreate it. And then there's one more. No, actually, I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Wow, I got through all that shit fucking quick. One more big drop for the outro and for a screenshot. I'm gonna make my guy tiny too, so. Alright, let's do this real quick. Game mods. Skater size, tiny skater. Wow. I'm gonna do this twice with the small and big skater, just see which one would be better for a clip. So if you don't want to watch this, you don't have to. Oh my god, that's fucking great. It even has the noise. That's funny. It's kind of hard to keep track of the little guy. Alright. God, that's loud. I'm gonna see how he handles stuff. I never really played around with this stuff because I was always like, oh, super serious. I promise you can make that jump. I've done it several times. Handles it pretty well. A bit slower though. Okay, but there's a different move I wanted to do down the fall, so let me go ahead and just put this back to normal. Ugh, it's gross. That's also gross. It's just brown. Nothing about this looks old-timey. Looks like a dust storm rolled in. All right, let me I'm gonna stop fucking around here.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, that never happened. Thanks for watching.